Have you ever found yourself overwhelmed by the constant pressure to be perfect, or caught in a cycle of stress and worry about things beyond your control? Do you often wonder how to let go of the things that no longer serve you, but feel uncertain about where to start? If so, you're not alone. In this video, we'll explore the 8 key things you must reduce as you age to create a more peaceful, fulfilling life. By understanding these insights, you'll gain valuable guidance on letting go of what no longer serves you, helping you embrace the beauty of aging with confidence and clarity. Stick around until the end, as I'll share practical steps and reflections that can transform your mindset and help you live with greater peace and purpose. Don't miss this. It could be the shift you've been waiting for. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Number 1. Expectations of perfection. Perfectionism tends to become increasingly elusive as we age, both in how we view ourselves and the world around us. As we grow older, we inevitably face limitations, whether they are physical, cognitive, or emotional. These limitations often challenge the ideals we once held, pushing us to reconsider what perfection truly means. The pursuit of perfection can no longer be a benchmark that defines our worth or the quality of our lives. Instead, it's crucial to release unrealistic expectations of what life should look like. This release not only alleviates the heavy burden of unattainable standards, but also fosters greater self-compassion and understanding. Letting go of perfection allows us to embrace the reality of our present circumstances with acceptance. We begin to recognize that perfection is a construct that often hinders rather than helps. As we accept our imperfections, we create space for self-growth, learning, and adaptability. Life is not about reaching a flawless state, but rather about evolving and adapting to the changes that come our way. Imperfections are not flaws but an essential part of the human experience, reminders that we are all beautifully imperfect beings. Focusing on growth rather than perfection shifts our attention from self-criticism to self-acceptance. When we allow ourselves to be flawed, we create an environment where compassion for ourselves and others can flourish. This mindset helps reduce unnecessary stress that often stems from trying to meet unattainable standards. Instead of chasing perfection, we cultivate resilience and find peace in our progress. Embracing imperfections invites us to cherish our unique journeys and recognize that each stage of life brings its form of beauty and wisdom. Number 2. Unnecessary stress and worry. As we grow older, our ability to effectively manage stress tends to diminish if we do not implement healthy coping strategies. Stress that is driven by overthinking and incessantly worrying about matters that lie beyond our control can have a profound impact on both our physical and mental well-being. When we become fixated on things such as past events, others' opinions, or external circumstances, we often expend energy that could be better directed elsewhere. This kind of stress accumulates and creates unnecessary strain, contributing to feelings of anxiety, restlessness, and emotional exhaustion. One of the key steps in reducing unnecessary stress is learning to let go of things that are beyond our control. Clinging to the past, holding on to what others may think, or becoming consumed by external circumstances only robs us of peace in the present. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation, breathing exercises, and awareness techniques, can help ground us in the here and now. By focusing on the present moment, we become more aware of the thoughts and emotions driving our stress, allowing us to recognize when they are disproportionate or unnecessary. Setting clear boundaries is another vital tool in managing stress. Boundaries help protect our mental and emotional energy, ensuring that we are not constantly consumed by external demands. Establishing limits around how much time and energy we dedicate to people or situations that drain us is essential. When we honor these boundaries, we free ourselves from the pressure of trying to control every aspect of our lives, allowing space for healthier, more fulfilling interactions and choices. Focusing on what truly matters is also instrumental in reducing worry. Often, we become entangled in trivial concerns or distractions that don't contribute to our well-being. By identifying what truly holds significance, whether it's our health, relationships, personal growth, or spiritual peace, we can prioritize our efforts and attention. When we center ourselves on values that align with our well-being, we reduce the tendency to become anxious over things that are outside of our control. Additionally, Cultivating gratitude and practicing self-compassion can offer relief from excessive worry. When we recognize and appreciate the present moment, we are less likely to become consumed by fears or doubts about the future. Self-compassion encourages us to treat ourselves with kindness, acknowledging our limitations and accepting our imperfections. This shift in mindset helps to soften the grip of anxiety, fostering a greater sense of acceptance and calm. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 3. Toxic relationships and negative influences. As we journey through life, especially as we grow older, the significance of maintaining healthy and meaningful relationships becomes increasingly apparent. Relationships play a crucial role in shaping our well-being, emotional health, and overall sense of fulfillment. However, as we navigate life, we may encounter individuals who have a toxic or negative influence, whether they are family members, friends, or colleagues. These relationships can gradually become more draining and burdensome, leading to feelings of emotional turmoil, loneliness, and disconnection from our sense of peace and purpose. Holding on to toxic relationships can cause us to feel isolated, overwhelmed, and stuck, as they often foster unhealthy dynamics such as constant conflict, criticism, or a lack of understanding and respect. Toxic relationships often create an environment where communication is strained, trust is undermined, and emotional boundaries are disregarded. Over time, these relationships can take a toll on our mental and emotional well-being. The more we invest energy into trying to mend or maintain connections that no longer serve us, the more we may feel drained, powerless, and disconnected from our authentic selves. This can lead to feelings of isolation, even when surrounded by others. It's important to recognize when a relationship becomes toxic and to understand how these dynamics might be affecting our emotional health and personal growth. One of the most powerful steps we can take is to prioritize self-awareness and self-care. Reducing or minimizing the presence of toxic relationships in our lives creates space for healthier, more meaningful connections to flourish. Surrounding ourselves with people who uplift, support, and inspire us brings a sense of belonging, peace, and emotional stability. Healthy relationships contribute to our overall well-being, fostering a sense of encouragement, mutual respect, and trust. When we allow ourselves to step away from toxic connections, we create an environment where personal growth can thrive. Building connections with individuals who encourage our positive qualities, celebrate our strengths, and inspire us to become our best selves can be transformative. These relationships not only provide emotional support but also encourage us to pursue our dreams, goals, and aspirations. It's important to recognize that the quality of our relationships plays a significant role in our overall happiness and fulfillment. By focusing on nurturing relationships that bring positivity and encouragement, we cultivate a life filled with meaning and purpose. Positive connections provide emotional nourishment, offer encouragement during difficult times, and help us feel supported on our journey. In contrast, holding on to relationships that drain us or create constant stress can lead to stagnation and unhappiness. These connections may stem from unhealthy habits, unresolved conflicts, or unrealistic expectations. By letting go of such relationships, we open the door to healthier dynamics, ones that promote growth, joy, and emotional well-being. Ultimately, prioritizing relationships that uplift us and letting go of those that no longer serve us fosters a deeper sense of peace and contentment. Surround yourself with people who bring light into your life and encourage your growth. By doing so, you create a supportive environment that allows you to thrive emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Letting go of toxic relationships may not always be easy, but the freedom and peace it brings are invaluable in helping you lead a more fulfilling life. Number 4. Excessive materialism and clutter. As we journey through life, many individuals tend to develop a strong attachment to material possessions, often driven by societal norms and the belief that accumulation will bring happiness and fulfillment. However, this preoccupation with acquiring more can eventually become a source of anxiety and dissatisfaction. Over time, we come to realize that true contentment doesn't lie in the pursuit of material wealth or the accumulation of material goods. The relentless chase for external validation through possessions often leaves us feeling unfulfilled, leading to a sense of emptiness. The more we gather, whether it's clothes, gadgets, or various household items, the more we can become burdened by physical clutter. This clutter not only occupies our physical space but also adds to the mental and emotional noise in our lives. When surrounded by excessive belongings, it becomes difficult to find clarity, peace, or focus. The constant need to maintain, organize, or store these possessions can drain our energy, creating unnecessary stress and preventing us from fully engaging in life's deeper joys. Letting go of excess belongings and adopting a minimalist mindset opens up a path to a more meaningful existence. Simplifying our material possessions helps reduce both physical and emotional clutter, creating space not just for the items we genuinely need, but for what truly matters: relationships, meaningful experiences, and inner peace. When we focus on reducing material distractions, we make room for deeper connections with loved ones, greater appreciation of life's simple pleasures, and a sense of contentment that arises from within. As we let go of the pursuit of material wealth, we free ourselves from the pressure of keeping up with societal standards of success. In doing so, we create a life that is less about things and more about who we are, leading to a sense of authenticity and fulfillment that lasts far beyond the acquisition of possessions. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 5. Resistance to change. Change is an inevitable and natural part of life, especially as we grow older. Whether it's changes related to career, health, or relationships, refusing to accept and adapt to these transitions often leads to feelings of discomfort, frustration, and suffering. A rigid mindset that clings to the past can prevent us from embracing new opportunities and perspectives, leaving us stuck in a cycle of resistance. Resisting change is a common human tendency. We tend to feel more secure in what we know, clinging to familiar routines, beliefs, and patterns. However, when we resist these inevitable life shifts, such as career changes, retirement, the aging process, or evolving relationships, we create unnecessary tension within ourselves. This resistance often manifests as anxiety, fear of the unknown, and a sense of loss, which can hinder our overall well-being. Accepting that change is a fundamental part of life allows us to approach transitions with a mindset of flexibility and growth. When we recognize that change isn't something to fear but rather a natural cycle of life, we create space for personal development. Embracing change requires courage, but it also opens doors to new opportunities and experiences that may enrich our lives in unexpected ways. For example, career changes, whether it's retirement, shifts in job roles, or new professional pursuits, can feel daunting, particularly if they challenge long-held identities or stability. Instead of resisting, we can see these changes as invitations for self-reflection, learning, and renewal. If we cling to outdated ideas of success or fear stepping into the unknown, we may miss out on the growth that comes from reinventing ourselves and discovering new passions. Similarly, health-related transitions, such as aging, require us to adapt our expectations. Health challenges or declines in physical capabilities are a natural part of the aging process. Holding on to the desire for things to remain the same leads to frustration and suffering. However, when we embrace these changes, we can cultivate a sense of acceptance and find ways to adapt in ways that enhance our well-being. Simple practices like maintaining a healthy lifestyle, staying active, and adjusting our mindset can help mitigate feelings of loss and foster resilience. Relationships, too, often face transitions. Friendships evolve, and family dynamics shift. Resisting these changes can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness. However, when we accept that relationships are fluid and subject to change, we can make room for deeper connections and growth. Letting go of expectations for how relationships should allows us to appreciate the evolving nature of bonds and fosters deeper, more meaningful connections. Ultimately, the key to thriving in the face of life's transitions is to adopt an open mindset. Change can be unsettling, but when we welcome it with curiosity, adaptability, and a willingness to let go of what no longer serves us, we pave the way for personal and spiritual growth. The fear of the unknown can be transformed into a sense of trust that, no matter what changes come, we have the inner strength to navigate them with grace. Accepting change allows us to break free from limitations and step into a life filled with new opportunities, deeper understanding, and fulfillment. Number 6. Negative self-talk and self-criticism. The inner dialogue we have with ourselves plays a significant role in shaping our self-perception, especially as we grow older. As the years go by, the tendency for harsh self-criticism and negative self-talk tends to intensify, often fueled by societal expectations, past experiences, and perceived imperfections. These internal narratives can have a profound impact, leading to feelings of inadequacy, low self-worth, and a lack of confidence. The more we allow ourselves to dwell on our perceived flaws, the harder it becomes to fully embrace who we are, thus hindering personal growth and acceptance of aging gracefully. It is crucial to recognize these patterns of self-criticism and begin to shift our inner dialogue toward a more compassionate and supportive framework. Self-compassion involves treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would offer to a close friend. This approach helps counteract the negative inner voice and fosters a healthier relationship with ourselves. By practicing self-compassion, we create a space where self-acceptance can thrive. Acknowledging our strengths and celebrating the progress we've made, even when things may not be perfect, empowers us to fully embrace our individuality. It's important to understand that aging doesn't mean losing our value or worth. Rather, it's an opportunity to grow and evolve with grace. Each stage of life comes with its challenges, and accepting these realities allows us to respond with kindness rather than criticism. Replacing self-judgment with acceptance requires mindful attention. When you notice those negative thoughts creeping in, whether about appearance, abilities, or past decisions, acknowledge them without judgment. Then gently redirect your focus to the positive aspects of your life, the progress you've made, and the strengths that define you. This practice can help dissolve feelings of unworthiness and build a more nurturing self-image. Moreover, it's important to recognize that perfection is not the goal. None of us are flawless, and trying to achieve unattainable standards can often leave us feeling disillusioned. Instead, focus on progress, learning, and embracing imperfections as part of your unique journey. By accepting who you are, flaws and all, you cultivate a sense of peace and confidence that contributes to a more fulfilling and meaningful life as you age. In doing so, you not only improve your self-esteem but also create a foundation of resilience and inner strength that will serve you well in the face of life's inevitable ups and downs. As you grow older, this positive self-perception becomes even more important, ensuring that self-compassion remains a guiding principle in how you perceive yourself and your worth. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 7. Overcommitment and lack of boundaries. As we age, finding and maintaining a balance between our responsibilities and self-care becomes increasingly important. One of the key challenges many individuals face is the tendency to overcommit. Overcommitting can take many forms, whether it's excessive involvement in work, relationships, or various obligations, and often stems from a desire to please others or a fear of missing out on opportunities. When we overextend ourselves, we spread our energy too thin, leaving little time or space for personal well-being, rest, and rejuvenation. Overcommitment can lead to chronic stress, fatigue, and ultimately, burnout. Burnout is particularly concerning as we age because our bodies and minds require more care, rest, and attentiveness. The lack of clear boundaries further exacerbates this issue. Without boundaries, we may find ourselves constantly saying yes to every request, task, or commitment, even when they conflict with our values or overall well-being. This leads to a depletion of energy, making it difficult to focus on what truly matters, whether that's health, relationships, or personal passions that bring us joy and fulfillment. Setting clear boundaries is essential. Boundaries are not just about saying no to obligations that don't align with our values. They're about creating space for ourselves, mentally, emotionally, and physically, to focus on what truly matters. When we prioritize the things that bring us joy, peace, and purpose, we create a foundation that fosters well-being and resilience. For instance, if nurturing our health or deepening meaningful relationships is a priority, boundaries allow us to safeguard the time and energy necessary to nurture those areas of life. Boundaries also play a significant role in cultivating healthier relationships. When we are clear about what we can and cannot give, others are better able to respect and understand our limitations. This creates space for healthier connections built on respect, trust, and mutual understanding. Without boundaries, we may find ourselves overburdened by the expectations of others, leading to resentment, frustration, and emotional exhaustion. In addition to setting boundaries, learning to prioritize what truly matters in life is equally important. This involves identifying the areas that bring us the most fulfillment and joy, whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing creative interests, or caring for our physical health. When we focus our time and energy on these key aspects, we create a sense of purpose and satisfaction that contributes to overall well-being. By cultivating a deeper awareness of our limitations and embracing boundaries, we can prevent burnout and create more space for self-care. Boundaries allow us to establish priorities that align with our core values, ensuring we have the energy and clarity to live more intentionally. In doing so, we not only protect our well-being but also create a life that feels more meaningful and balanced. Number 8. Fear of the unknown and future anxiety. As we journey through life, especially as we age, the fear of the unknown and the anxiety surrounding what lies ahead can become more pronounced. The uncertainty of the future often brings about worries about health, financial stability, and the unknown paths life may take. However, fixating on these uncertainties can steal focus from the present moment, causing unnecessary stress and fear. It's natural to feel apprehensive about what's to come, but allowing fear to dominate prevents us from fully experiencing the richness of life as it unfolds. To navigate this fear, it's essential to cultivate trust in the process of life. Life is unpredictable, but trusting that things will unfold as they are meant to bring a sense of peace. Recognizing that we cannot control everything, but we can trust in God's plan, reduces the anxiety about the unknown. Faith becomes a guiding light, reminding us that even when we can't see the next steps, they are unfolding in alignment with a greater purpose. Developing a mindset of gratitude, focusing on what is already present, and staying grounded in the present moment can help diminish the grip of future anxiety. Practicing gratitude is a powerful tool in combating fear of the unknown. When we focus on what we are thankful for today, the relationships, small joys, health, or even the simple comforts of life, we shift our attention from what might go wrong to what is already right. Gratitude fosters a sense of contentment and reduces the tendency to dwell on future uncertainties. Staying anchored in the present moment allows us to approach life with greater peace and resilience, as we are not consumed by fear or anxiety about what's to come. Another way to reduce future anxiety is through the cultivation of faith in ourselves and in the unfolding of life. Recognizing our ability to adapt, learn, and grow empowers us to face the unknown with courage. Acknowledging that challenges may arise, but that we have the tools and inner strength to overcome them, helps release the need to control outcomes. With this trust, we become more flexible and adaptable, embracing change instead of resisting it. Letting go of fear about the future also involves redefining how we view life's purpose. Instead of being consumed by what might happen, we focus on the present purpose we can fulfill. What matters is not the unknown ahead, but how we show up today with faith, compassion, and courage. By embracing the present, we allow ourselves to make decisions that are aligned with our values and aspirations, helping reduce the grip of future anxiety. By reducing these 8 things, perfectionism, stress, toxic relationships, materialism, resistance to change, negative self-talk, overcommitment, and future anxiety, you create space for growth, peace, and a deeper connection with yourself and others. Embracing these adjustments allows for a more fulfilling life as you age gracefully. Life is not about waiting for certainty, but about trusting in the journey and finding peace within the uncertainty. So, what have you learned so far? Is there one thing from today's video that resonates with you and something you're committed to applying in your life? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear steps you'll take to reduce the things that no longer serve you. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support means the world and helps us reach more people on their journey toward peace and fulfillment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.